Okay, we're over at Bricktown. Let's bring up the map. I'm going to place a marker for there. So we're going to head out this way. That's obviously where we're going.
It's Peekaboo Park. Young ones love this sort of place.
Look at that place over there. Might actually just head over there.
Myriad tribe outpost.
Get in the water. Leave my friends alone. Right, so that's... Excellent.
Smell that? Biohazard nearby.
Right, with that, isn't Biohazard what you upgrade resistances with? It is. Let's get some cold up. Yeah, it's going to raise my resistances here heavily.
The Vespidat outpost, long-time home of the Myriad tribe.
I'm going to grab the fast travel. I'm not really going to venture in.
Let's see.
Now we can fast travel over here. There's stuff in there though. Shrine. Another side point. So I must. These things aren't the best. It's not the most intuitive thing to say, yes, you have to come up here for some workbenches, right? There's no point doing that. Okay. Don't get massive damage increases from it though. That's the resources that we've got. That's fine. We're not gonna take too much.
You have things to do.
There's something up here. There is. We can get our health and key back. Not really worried too much about that. The scepter. That's not an enemy though, is it? No. Need a Beat Pip. Okay. Oh, getting hungry. Get some lunch soon. That's the notice board that we want. Guessing this is swimming. Yeah, we can't swim very well. At all. We thought he would have trained. Is there something behind the waterfall? Didn't check the other one. Looks like there is. Health pack. Always take health. That's good. And cope cutter. And a small health pack. Okay. Not worth, really. But I want to get that notice board.
Bigger creatures that roam around here.
There's got to be something over there that's worth getting. The shrine. Right.
That there's Subnautica Station. Goop flounders around in there.
Something in there. Okay, that's how you get in. Let's grab this notice board quickly. While we're in the vicinity anyway, let's do that.
Of notices on the board for things that made sense in the days when the surf was a lot cleaner. Interesting to see what they cared about here. Wonder if any of it matters now. In the old days, this was a port for boats that went under the surf. They helped clog the surf into goo. They made a lot of green, which is all they really cared about.
That's what most people care about, to be honest.
Track here. Just need to keep your eyes open.
Okay. Not going to track the quest. We're going to push on in here. See a fast travel point.
Fate is funny that way, but it won't always make you laugh.
So having a quick exploration before we go and see Goop. Okay, so that's just a different way in. So we might find some treasure or something, but alas. Okay. Let's get this, just in case all things fail. Mark our territory.
Let's see. Hey, you found the track, even around all this goopy goo. Nothing escapes your googly eye. The surf here looked cleaner when that track was made. Old world dive pods had a built-in air supply, so you could breathe below the surf. Glad you had the patience to learn more about how the surf got gooed.
Automation 4D. That's, I think, where we could have come in. Something up there. We'll go and have a look at. Can't get through the door. Maybe that's a plot door.
Gulpo ain't the easiest tongue, but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face. Not too many of those around these days. Says it's good to see you again. He's Goop. You might remember him from the old days when he
Hey.
tried to teach you how
Yeah.
to swim. Goop says you were always so righteous as a child, and he can still feel it, even at a distance. Goop says memories fade surprisingly fast. We are all pieces of what we remember. It's only together we can remember the story as it was. He can't tell you much, as he didn't want to hear anything about it. He can't understand how someone could be so vicious, even though he knows there are reasons behind it. Goop says our memory keeps things for us and protects them until we are ready to face them again. He understands you've returned to face Lupa Lupin. That's the destiny you've been carrying within yourself.
Destiny.
He says that the catastrophe back then didn't vanquish the good in you. It's still there, as bright as when you were a child. Now the time has come for you to remember and act. Your life is your life, not the story you're told about it.
Yeah, ready to forgive, but when it comes down to
Thinks
crux,
that's
I
the
will
right
probably
thing
kill
to
him.
do. It's only when you have forgiven that you'll find peace.
Light instantly banishes dark.
How much light do you really need?
All the light, all of it.
Yep, so I want the abilities.
Leave a little space for the dark.
All the light.
Says life on the goo is wide open. You have so many choices of where to go. Some harder than others, of course. Which kind do you like?
Hard way.
Hit the open surf then. The trouble is you can only rely on yourself, at least until you reach a new shore and make new friends. Can hardly believe the world is going to make it. Wonders what that's going to do to the goo. Thanks you for doing everything you could to de-goop the surf. Thinks the Myriad made a good match with you. You're both like sunshine on the surf. Claims he didn't say that out loud. But hey, back to the goo.
Yep. What help do you need?
Yesterday is already gone. It's what you do today and...
Go on, give me a quest.
He can't leave the Subnautica station as the pollution has worn down the insulation of his suit. So you must salvage enough scrap to fix up his goo glide, starting with the old wreck box outside. Out of Date told him the undersurf was the epicenter of the contamination. This was where it struck hardest and inflicted the biggest change to the ecosystem.
Enter the sewage tunnel. Okay, it's over there. Right.
Much harder to see outside now.
Find a way to lower the goo. Shoulder pad. Obviously I have to cross that. Just checking for Loot.
Don't look down.
Guessing it's that.
Just a few moves left. Make them count.
Screwed up. Oh no, luckily. I missed the white bar on the left hand side. Sweet meat. Health will regain pretty nicely. Let's do this. Make sure there's nothing else either side. Doesn't look like it. That stands out like an absolute mile away. Back. Pichu backpack. Take the backpack. Someone, my mailman's just delivered the mail, and where I sit in my new circuit board puzzle, where I sit in my new house, they're behind me, so it scares me every time they deliver. You found a new circuit board puzzle. To select which lights to use, press left. To change the color, press X. Switch the color of one light will also change all adjacent lights. Use the moves you have to make all the lights turn green. Okay. I've only got 3. There you go. To think about them types of puzzles. Grab this. Health pack. Nothing over there. Seems like a...
Youch!
Nice. Dainty. Took him down pretty nicely. Checking if there's anything else. That Lupin by any chance? Goo glide parts. You found a glue glide parts box. These boxes can be found around the world and contain parts to customize your glue glide. Brilliant, Paul.
You're absolutely drained. Right between the eyes. Dented that one good.
Okay, wasn't so bad. Obviously took some damage, but cool. One goo glide wreck box is found. I'm guessing this is going to be very, very similar to what we had previously with the Mechton.
Toxanol's offshore drilling caused oily matter to spread with the rain and contaminate both the groundwater and open surf. The long-lasting effect this had on the evolution of wildlife was, as we know now, the only reason we came to exist. You need to line up the switches so they match. Just a few moves left. Make them count.
It's fine. Them ones are easy.
Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. We are lonesome animals. That
Probably the
spend
door
all
I
our
couldn't get
life
through.
Trying to be less lonesome.
Okay, let's get our gloop glide.
Mukam. Saluya. Lamdi otna uza. Ti.
He's got the goo glide functional. You'll have a pull hook and a salvage net, but no armor, and an engine strong enough to break through the thick goo further out.
Tiramiti. Saluya.
There are lots of valuables left behind on the surf floor that the salvage net will enable you to haul. You just need to find the right spots.
Stedimishni okitik. Awali.
Goop says Gizmo's devised a cannon for the goo glide, but instead of bullets, it flips quacks, squeaky distractions for the triple attentive porky puff, which will give you time to get yourself in position.
Bishni okitik. Lamdi otna.
The best way to find quacks is to talk to Gulp. He has the bearings of the surf archipelago and knows where the quacks like to float.
Itaku.
This means you'll have the privilege of visiting Gulp in the Sinky Dink. He'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find quacks.
The language they use is just... it keeps you entertained. The Sinky Dink.
Wanyana kandwali.
He only knows what's visible to the naked eye. Gulp is not much of a babbler and mostly keeps to himself and his drink.
Okay, so we've got a jet ski now. Use normal movement controls to drive the goo glide. You can boost the speed of the goo glide by pressing L3. Customize your goo glide, jump on it, and use the cool mount button. Same as what we had. So it's basically like a good mount.
Such a dark night.
Let's... Pipe Sharper. One-handed slash. Knock smaller enemies to the ground when hit. So that's decent. That type of mod. So we're looking for stuff on the water now that we can pick up. See another balloon. Take a look at the map here. Okay, that is somewhere we could actually go if we wanted.
Welcome to the Surf Archipelago, where the horizon rests on the surfy goo.
Another side point. Use melee attack inputs while you're on the goo glide to lock onto a scrap pile and move it. Yep. Learned that. And then fish for a health patch. Let's see if there's any locations or fast travel points we could potentially get. Like this.
Maybe do that again later. Nice. Metal scrap. You can always use that.
Yep. Thigh bends. That's Mecton stuff. Fishing?
Wishes the world was filled with Bop Bop, rather than Looper Lupin's horrible howls. Recall seeing a radionic hidden off in the ruins somewhere. Imagine listening to the airwaves from forever away. Figures if it's on, all you have to do is listen.
Okay, so we're going to get a radio.
Thinks the radionic had to be close, although they haven't seen it in a while.
His hat's cutting through his shirt as well.
Or maybe your ears. Might take some figuring to get it working if it's broke, but you're up for that. Figures that's the smart way to go.
Okay, not too fussed about that. Wow, what's... That's burning. But we're going to go there. Let's go to the burning village. Oh Christ, we're at 30 minutes. Okay, going to leave this one here. We shall go and investigate the burning little village with what looks like a weapons
The
thing.
tribes need someone to unite them.
All right, and then we'll go over and see Gulp. So yeah, Goop and Gulp. Who knows? But yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next one.